Ever since Pakistan stepped forward to mediate between the United States and Iran, one name has remained at the center of this effort: Asim Munir. At this moment, he appears to be the key driving force behind a diplomatic push aimed at bringing two long-standing adversaries closer to dialogue. This isn't just symbolic positioning. His actions point toward a hands-on, serious approach. At a time when regional tensions were particularly high, with looming threats involving Israel, Munir made a high-profile visit to Tehran. There, he held direct talks with Iran's top military leadership and senior political figures, including President Masoud Pezeshkian. That visit alone sent a clear message: Pakistan is fully invested in making this mediation work. Following that engagement, there were subtle but noticeable shifts. Iran began showing greater openness, while signals from the United States suggested a possible reconsideration of its stance. Slowly, the atmosphere started to ease. Now, attention is turning toward a potentially critical phase: talks in Islamabad. Reports indicate that U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance may visit, alongside Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi. If realized, this would mark a significant step forward. So, what's driving this momentum? From a neutral perspective, Munir's role is hard to ignore. Right now, he seems to be one of the few figures whose voice carries weight across all sides. Whether it's timing, influence, or strategic positioning, his approach is being taken seriously. However, this process isn't unfolding in isolation. There are actors who may not welcome such mediation. A prolonged conflict can serve certain strategic interests, particularly for Israel, given its own regional calculations regarding Iran. This also places Munir in a sensitive position. His efforts to reduce tensions without directly confronting any side have likely made some stakeholders uneasy. His Tehran visit, conducted under tight security, reflected those risks. Around the same time, narratives began surfacing in international media. Reports linked to Israeli authors highlighted alleged past connections between Munir and Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, even referencing Qasem Soleimani. The timing of such claims has raised questions. Meanwhile, U.S. President Donald Trump publicly appreciated Pakistan's role in facilitating dialogue, something that can shift diplomatic dynamics. Looking at the bigger picture, if mediation succeeds and sanctions on Iran ease, the regional balance could change significantly. Iran's economic and military capabilities could expand, potentially reshaping power structures. For Pakistan, stable ties with Iran are a practical necessity. But if this effort evolves into broader regional alignment, potentially involving China, Russia, Turkey, and Saudi Arabia, it could redefine the geopolitical landscape. And that's where the real stakes lie. If Pakistan's role continues to grow, new strategic challenges may emerge. Israel, once a distant factor, could become more relevant in Pakistan's long-term security thinking. For now, all eyes are on what comes next. The coming days may prove decisive, and whether this fragile momentum turns into lasting progress remains to be seen.